This video is created for educational and documentary purposes only. It does not promote, glorify, or justify criminal activity. All information presented is based on historical records and public sources. In the early 20th century, New York City was a battlefield. Gangs ruled the streets. Corruption was everywhere. And from this chaos emerged a man who would permanently change organized crime in America. His name was Lucky Luciano. But this is not a story of admiration. This is a story of power, crime, and consequences. Lucky Luciano was born Salvatore Lucania in Sicily in 1897. At the age of 10, he immigrated with his family to New York City. Like many immigrants at the time, his family struggled financially. Growing up in Manhattan's Lower East Side exposed him to street gangs and criminal activity at a young age. By his teenage years, he was already involved in petty crimes. In 1920, the United States banned alcohol. This period, known as Prohibition, unintentionally created a massive black market. Criminal groups began making enormous profits from illegal alcohol distribution. Luciano saw opportunity in this environment. Instead of relying only on traditional Sicilian mafia structures, he believed in cooperation between different crime groups. This strategy made him influential, but it also strengthened organized crime nationwide. In the early 1930s, a violent internal mafia conflict known as the Castellamarese War erupted in New York. Luciano aligned himself strategically, and when the conflict ended, he helped reorganize the power structure. Instead of having one boss of bosses, he introduced a governing body called the Commission. This system reduced internal violence, but it also made organized crime more structured and efficient. In 1936, New York prosecutor Thomas E. Dewey launched a major case against Luciano. He was charged and later convicted for running a large-scale prostitution operation. Luciano was sentenced to 30 to 50 years in prison. This marked a turning point. For the first time, one of the most powerful crime leaders in America faced serious legal consequences. During World War II, there were claims that U.S. authorities cooperated with Luciano to help secure the New York docks from possible sabotage. Historians still debate the extent of this cooperation. In 1946, his sentence was commuted, and he was deported to Italy. After returning to Italy, Luciano attempted to maintain influence from abroad. However, he never regained the same level of control he once had in the United States. He died in 1962 at the age of 64. Lucky Luciano did not invent organized crime, but he reorganized it. By applying structure and strategy to criminal networks, he made them more powerful and harder to dismantle. However, the impact of these actions contributed to decades of violence, exploitation, and suffering. His story is often dramatized in movies and television, but the real-life consequences were far from glamorous. Organized crime destroyed communities, fueled addiction, and normalized corruption. Luciano's life serves as a reminder that intelligence without ethics can cause long-term harm. Lucky Luciano remains one of the most influential figures in the history of American organized crime, not because he was heroic, but because he reshaped a criminal system that affected millions. History does not celebrate crime. It studies it so we can understand its consequences. If you found this documentary informative, consider subscribing for more historical deep dives.